Paul Westphal's tragic life ended on January 2, 2021, when he lost his battle with glioblastoma at age 70. This aggressive brain cancer had ravaged the basketball legend for months, leaving fans in the sports world mourning the loss of a true icon. The Phoenix Suns called him an iconic cornerstone, whose impact extended well beyond the hardwood. But while the tributes poured in celebrating his character and contributions, there was another side to Paul Westphal that most people won't talk about. Born in Torrance, California in 1950, Westphal showed basketball brilliance early. At Aviation High School in Redondo Beach, he dominated as the 1968 California Interscholastic Federation Player of the Year. This early success carried into USC, where he earned All-Pac 10 honors in all 3 seasons and multiple All-American selections. His 20.3 points per game senior year led the Trojans in scoring, and USC retired his number 25 jersey. The Boston Celtics drafted Westphal 10th overall in 1972. Coming off the bench initially, he absorbed lessons from veterans like John Havlicek, who he called the best mentor an NBA rookie could have. His dynamic style, described as jazz improvisation, transcended conventional expectations. In 1974, his championship year with Boston, Westphal contributed 12 points and 6 assists in the decisive Game 7 Finals victory, effectively guarding Oscar Robertson for 31 crucial minutes. But Westphal's true stardom emerged after Boston traded him to Phoenix for Charlie Scott in 1975. This move transformed him from role player to offensive engine. In his first Phoenix season, he led the franchise to their first NBA Finals appearance, averaging 21 points and 5 assists in the playoffs. The 1976 Finals against his former Celtics featured one of basketball's most famous moments. Game 5 went to triple overtime, widely considered one of the greatest games ever played. With 1 second left in the second overtime and Phoenix down by 1, Westphal intentionally called a timeout when his team had none remaining. This resulted in a technical foul, giving Boston a free throw and extending their lead to 2 points. However, under the rules at the time, Phoenix retained possession and could inbound from midcourt instead of under their own basket. This strategic brilliance allowed Garfield Hurd to hit the shot heard round the world, forcing a third overtime. From 1977 to 1981, Westphal earned 5 consecutive All-Star selections and 3 All-NBA first-team honors. He averaged over 20 points per game for 5 straight seasons, including a career-best 25.2 points in 1977-78 when he finished 6th in MVP voting. Phoenix retired his number 44, and he became their 5th all-time leading scorer with 9,564 points. His transition to coaching seemed natural. Starting at Southwestern Baptist Bible College in 1985, he volunteered his time and compiled a remarkable 21-9 record, turning around a team that had gone 3-20 the previous year. At Grand Canyon College, his 2-season 63-18 record culminated in the 1988 NAIA National Championship, with his team setting a scoring record by averaging 95.2 points per game. This success led him back to Phoenix as an assistant coach in 1989, then head coach in 1992. His first season produced a franchise record 62-20 mark and an NBA Finals appearance. Westphal won 150 games faster than any NBA coach except Phil Jackson, earning All-Star Game head coaching honors in both 1993 and 1995. But here's where the narrative gets complicated. Westphal's coaching philosophy emphasized freedom and improvisation, which he famously described as more jazz improvisation than Mozart. This player empowerment approach worked brilliantly with Charles Barkley, who won the 1993 MVP award under Westphal's guidance. Danny Ainge praised how Westphal allowed players to play with freedom. However, this same philosophy became Westphal's downfall when dealing with volatile personalities. Despite averaging 59 victories in his 3 full Phoenix seasons, he was fired midway through 1995-96 amid internal unrest and turmoil in Barkley's relationship with management. The innovative style that maximized talent also presented challenges in maintaining consistent discipline and control. The pattern continued in Seattle, where Westphal was hired in June 1998. His tenure proved disastrous, largely due to his inability to manage star guard Gary Payton. The core conflict stemmed from Payton's ego and desire to lead the locker room, which clashed with Westphal's quieter coaching style and his method of imposing discipline by reducing playing minutes. A prominent incident occurred during a game against Dallas, where Payton went off on Westphal during a team huddle, leading to Payton's temporary suspension. Payton publicly declared, "He is going to respect me or I am not going to play for him," indicating the complete breakdown in their relationship. Westphal also had differences with forward Vin Baker, criticizing his weight and attempting to trade him. The team struggled with a 6-9 record early in the 2000-1 season before Westphal was fired in November 2000. This clash highlighted the nuances of managing different locker room dynamics. While While his player empowerment style had thrived with players like Barkley, it conflicted directly with strong personalities like Peyton. The unresolved conflict created an untenable situation, demonstrating how internal discord can derail even talented teams. Westphal's later coaching roles continued this troubling pattern. At Pepperdine from 2001 to 2006, he achieved moderate success with a 75-71 record and an NCAA tournament appearance. But his return to the NBA as Sacramento Kings head coach from 2009 to 2012 repeated familiar themes. His time with the Kings was cut short largely due to his inability to control talented but volatile center DeMarcus Cousins. The dispute escalated publicly, with Westphal criticizing Cousins' commitment and excusing him from a game, even claiming Cousins asked for a trade. The Kings started 2-5 under Westphal, who finished his Sacramento tenure with a disappointing 51-120 record. This recurring challenge with volatile personalities mirrored the earlier Peyton conflict. It indicated a consistent difficulty for Westphal in managing highly talented but emotionally charged players, suggesting a significant limitation in his otherwise flexible coaching philosophy. The increasing influence of individual players on team culture and management decisions had evolved beyond Westphal's approach. Despite these coaching struggles, Westphal's legacy remained largely untarnished in public perception. His 2019 Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame induction focused entirely on his playing achievements and character. During his induction speech, he emphasized gratitude and expressed regret for not always following his own advice, specifically mentioning his wish to have told John Havlicek what a great mentor he had been. The media's coverage of Westphal consistently emphasized his positive qualities while glossing over his coaching failures. His multiple Hall of Fame inductions across different levels created a narrative of sustained excellence that didn't fully account for his professional struggles. The Phoenix Suns' tribute upon his passing stated he would be remembered for how he lived his life and how he treated others, focusing on character over coaching controversies. But this selective memory raises questions about how sports figures are remembered. Westphal served as vice president of the NBA Players Association, suggesting respect from his peers and leadership qualities. Yet his coaching career revealed significant limitations in handling strong personalities and maintaining authority in volatile situations. His overall NBA head coaching record of 318 to 279 appears respectable, but context matters. 3 of his 4 head coaching positions ended with him being fired due to player management issues. His innovative, player-centric approach, while effective in specific situations, proved inadequate for the evolving power dynamics of modern NBA locker rooms. The truth about Paul Westphal is more complex than the sanitized legacy suggests. He was undeniably brilliant as a player, demonstrating strategic genius in moments like the 1976 Finals timeout. His early coaching success at the college level and initial NBA achievements were impressive. His character and integrity off the court appeared genuine, earning widespread respect. However, his coaching failures weren't mere bad luck or circumstances beyond his control. They represented fundamental limitations in his leadership style when confronted with challenging personalities. The pattern of conflicts with stars like Peyton and Cousins suggests an inability to adapt his approach to different types of players and situations. When Paul Westphal died from glioblastoma in January 2021, the basketball world rightfully mourned a significant figure. His strategic brilliance, Hall of Fame playing career, and positive personal qualities deserved recognition. The Phoenix Suns' statement about his impact extending well beyond the hardwood reflected genuine sentiment from those who knew him. But the complete picture of Westphal's career includes both triumph and failure, innovation and limitation. His coaching struggles weren't footnotes to an otherwise perfect story. They were significant chapters that revealed the complexity of leadership and the challenges of managing elite athletes. The tragedy isn't just that we lost Paul Westphal to a terrible disease, but that we've allowed his memory to be incomplete, focusing only on the victories while ignoring the lessons from his defeats.